Hello, welcome back or welcome if you are new here. If you're like me, as I've gotten older, I started to think more about the brand behind the products that I'm buying or that I'm interested in. So this has led me to this series that I'm doing bi-monthly on my channel where I'm going to be deep diving into brands. I'll list the playlist down below if you want to check out the other brands I've done. Yes, I want to make sure that the quality of the products are good, but I also want to make sure that I'm aligning with what the brand represents and stands for. And today, as you saw from the title, we are talking all about Pacifica Beauty. Now in today's video, I am just going to talk about the brand, all the facts about it, how it started and that kind of thing. I will have timestamps linked down below. I do have some products that you can see back here. I've placed them here, and I will do a separate video talking about product wise and review wise. I just thought that if I include this in this video, that might be too long. But let me know what you think going forward if you'd like product reviews along with the brand history. Let's start with, how did this brand even get started? It started with Brooke Harvey Taylor. She liked to make different oil-based concoction in her kitchen. She grew up in Montana, and she has said in an interview that I found online that she used to kind of like to pretend that she was the medicine woman and, she was making all these concoctions. She would go out and pick different herbs and just, have all kinds of fun. So then when she went to college, she continued her love for this and was studying aromatherapy and crystal healing. And she even started making perfume in the back room, and then she would sell them locally in Oregon. At this time is where she was. So that was the start of the Pacifica brand. And if you've noticed, some of their products do kind of incorporate crystals into them. So that makes sense when I read that. I would love to know, what do you think about crystals and the power of crystals? Because I've been kind of wanting to, I know they can have a negative connotation on some people, but I've been kind of wanting to look into them more and see if there's some for anxiety. I know this is getting off topic, but manifesting, there's some. So I would love to know if you have any experience that you've used crystals, or about them, good or bad, because I haven't really started researching at all. The only thing I know about them is my mom wears an amber necklace and she swears that has helped with her headaches. But other than that, I don't really know much about them, but I'm interested. So, okay, back to Brooke. Then she went to study sociology, and that is where she realized that she really wanted to make things fair. She wanted to focus on fairness. So that is why she has maintained that she wants the products to be at an affordable price point. And then when she met her husband, he actually convinced her to go full force, start the brand. So it was officially launched in 1996. So it started with her creating 7 scents in her kitchen. And then she went to a trade show in San Francisco. They got a good response at the show. So when they came home, they decided they were going to go all in, set up a factory, and start creating Pacifica's first products. As you can see, it's got, kind of a holistic, if you're not familiar with the brand, holistic aromatherapy, crystals, that kind of vibe. So do you have any guesses of who was their first retailer to take a chance on them? That would be Whole Foods. So I feel like that makes sense. And really, her mission, in which it continues today, is that women deserve better at the right price point. Let's talk about some of the changes the brand has gone through over the years. They started with 7 perfumes and 7 candles. And what I found was interesting is that when they first started out, remember this was 1996, it was interesting to hear that their perfumes actually did not do good. I mean, they got good reception as a whole in the brand, but the perfumes really weren't all that. And, I think back then, there was just really the big name perfumes. It wasn't more boutique-y type perfumes, because they later years, so they Then as they introduced more like body butters and lotions, they phased out the perfumes, and then years later they relaunched the perfumes, and actually they were successful the second time around. So I guess that just proves that we all know it, but timing is everything. And I did not realize this. At first, they first were carried in Sephora, and then they were phased out of Sephora, and in 2014, they had a collection in all the Target stores, and at that same time, they were in some of the Ulta stores. Now, in 2016, they did sell a minority stake to the Alliance Consumer Group, which is a private equity firm, and that firm also has dealings with Way Hair Care, Tatcha, Harper, Milk Makeup, so their portfolio includes other beauty brands. So then I was looking a little bit deeper into, well, why did they phase out of Sephora? And I just find this whole topic interesting. In an interview, Brooke said that she feels like at the time they were getting a lot of resistance from a lot of retailers on the whole like green, being green beauty, clean. And it just wasn't, back then in the late 90s, early 2000s, it just wasn't, I feel like, as talked about. She, in an interview, also said that one of the biggest struggles on the brand was actually making a mascara. She had like over 40 submissions to get what she thought, then landed on the right formula, because even the suppliers at that time was not used to using these products. They're free of a lot of stuff, parabens, all that kind of stuff. I mean, now I feel like it's a challenge with some brands and stuff, to get kind of that clean, green products like done right. So back then I can imagine that some of the suppliers were like, and manufacturers like, yeah, this isn't what we do. So she said that actually the mascara was the biggest challenge to make that. What is their stance on sustainability? Because I feel like that is another, word that we're hearing a lot thrown around right now, and people are, starting to be aware of, and some, kind of thinking. I think that we're still in the early stages, in my opinion, of sustainability within, our life, like just our everyday life, products, fashion, beauty, all that. I feel like it's the beginning stages. They are currently moving towards, their goal is to be 100% biodegradable boxes, containers, and packaging in their materials for shipping. And their goal is also to be zero virgin plastic, to use that. They're called PETs, is what the recycled plastic is. And today they're at more than 85% of their bottles are made from that. So they're well on their way to hitting that goal, I would say. And with sourcing and fair trade, I feel like that's kind of another topic that we're, slowly starting to hear about more, at least in the beauty industry. I feel like in fashion, we've heard about that for quite a few years. So they have partnered with ACLU and the Gentle Barn, and that is to promote both human rights and the animal rights. So as you could guess, the brand is cruelty-free. They've also partnered with Plastic Collective. Plan that they have partnered with them is called 100% Plastic Collection. All the products that they made in 2021, whatever amount that plastic was, their goal is to collect and recycle that amount of plastic in this project. As I mentioned, they are cruelty-free. All their products are also vegan, and they are clean, a clean brand. On their website, only shipped to the US and Canada. There is some other websites that you can purchase in stores. So Ulta, Target, Whole Foods, Amazon, Superdrug, Douglas, and Cult Beauty. You can find their products on those sites and in some of those stores as well, if they have a storefront. Not 100% of their products are made in the US. A lot of them are. They all have on their individual item where they are made. A lot of them that I have, when I've looked, they do say that they are made in the US of imported goods. I did reach out to the brand, and they did say that the majority of them are, but not all. And if you're interested in a specific ingredient, whether they have it in the product or not, on their website, they do list every ingredient that is in the product that you can go and look at it. So as I said, I'm gonna do a full like product review of the ones that I've tried later, but I thought that I would just give you an idea of what products they offer, what their price point is. They do have a subscription program for 98 of their products. If the product you're looking for is included in that program, you can pick how often you want it shipped to you, and then you get 5% off any subscription products. And then if it's $40 or more, you get free shipping on those products. And in general, on their website, you can search by product type or a scent. As I mentioned, a lot of the products do have kind of that essential oil aromatherapy vibe to them. So you can search by some of the scents. Now, not all of the products have these exact scents. It depends on, what product you're looking for. But citrus, coconut, floral, fresh, fruity, gourmand, herbal, lavender, spice, strawberry, vanilla, and woodsy are some of the scents that are exactly when, but yes, upcoming. So make sure you're subscribed if you don't want to miss it. I will be doing the product review. I hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit of the behind the scenes of what the Pacifica brand is all about. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back here. Thanks. Bye. Have a good weekend.